right, hello everybody. We'll go ahead and get started. People can find their seats. I know it's hard. There's everybody to hug and greet and say good morning to. Welcome. Welcome to San Francisco. Welcome to our 5th annual World-Ecology Research Network Conference. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Diana Gildea. You've all received emails from me, I'm sure. So we're thrilled to be here. There's just a few things I'm going to say, just like general announcements. There are still openings for the walking tour on Sunday. And if Chris is doing that, if anyone is interested, I did send out an email once, but if you want, I can get his information for you. Just find me and I'll make sure we get it to you. This is a fellow who is an emeritus professor here at CIIS, and he has an alternative radical walking tour of San Francisco that he does. I think it's $10 if I remember right. And I think it's supposed to be 2 hours, but then he was threatening people with a 4-hour tour. I'm not sure. But it's supposed to be Sunday, like 10 or 11, so that people can still catch their flights, or 9 or 10, somewhere in there.
Chris's tours are great.
I'm sure they are. They sound so phenomenal. Yes. So that is one. We are having dinner tonight and Saturday evening to open the ceremonies this evening, or the opening dinner tonight, and then we'll close with a dinner on Saturday. These are hosted. They are at 5:30 and they are buffet. So don't feel like you have to come in time for a sit-down dinner. It's, you know, the usual casual, let's all get to know each other better kind of a meal. So, and of course, vegan, vegetarian, and meat options are plentiful. Books are here. As you may have noticed, PM Press is always at our conferences, and we're delighted to have them. I think Ramsey's going to bring Wolf at the Gate tomorrow for me. I need another CD. Wolf at the Gate is a children's book that is just a phenomenal, radical interpretation of St. Francis. And from St. Francis and the Wolf, written from the wolf's perspective, and it has this amazing punk rock, gospel, I don't know what to call it, kind of music that's so good I listen to it even when my kid's not in the car. So PM Press, check it out. It's good for adults, it's good for children. We have a 4-footed non-human animal joining us today, Mercury. He's great, and when presentations are concluded, he typically joins in the clapping with a little bark or two, so don't be alarmed when you hear that. That's just Mercury's way of saying good job. I liked it. Good plan. And unless there are other announcements, I think I want to thank our team. Our San Francisco team has gone above and beyond to pull this all together in this amazing space and to organize the food and all the details, the AV, everything. So we want to thank Michelle. Is Michelle? I haven't even met Michelle yet. Is Michelle here yet? No. Okay, we'll thank her later. And then I have to give a huge shout out to Chantal Yazbek for everything that she has done. She has been the feet on the ground and nose to the grindstone, any metaphor you want to use. She's just been the one who's done it all. And cheap work, like volunteer, right? Labor of love. And then, that's right. And Mercury agrees. And so our erstwhile San Francisco leader, Andrej Grubacic, see now I practiced and practiced. Of course it's fine. Is going to say a few words about CIIS and introduce our first speaker.
Thank you. I would like to welcome you all in the name of, well, CIS of course, but also Anthropology and Social Change, which is the department that's hosting you today and that's hosting the World-Ecology conversation. And we couldn't be more excited. So it's wonderful to have you here. It's wonderful to be a part of the World-Ecology conversation. And just a few words about Anthropology and Social Change, rather weird, unusual department in a rather weird and unusual space that the CIIS has. And for many of you, I suspect this is the first visit to CIS. CIS is an interesting place that has provided an access, a space, for a department that is extremely unusual. And I believe what we do is probably the only program of its kind in the United States, maybe even in Europe and Latin America. And our idea, and what we study on our MA and also PhD level, is really militant research into concrete utopian possibilities. So we combine the militant research, militant investigation, or activist research, activist ethnographic element with the utopian element, and we try to actually create a new kind of social science, a new approach to social science that is predicated on prefigurative approach to study of everything that we actually believe in is good in society. We are focused on what Immanuel Wallerstein famously called the utopistics, real, possible, concrete utopias. And we have been in existence since Occupy Oakland, really, which means 2012. And in many ways we came into existence to embody some of the emancipatory energies, subjectivities, perspectives that Occupy Oakland, however briefly, presented. So in that sense, I would just like to say that you are all very welcome to CIS, to Anthropology and Social Change Spaces. I would like to thank all of our student volunteers, who are all students of Anthropology and Social Change, Kia and Merck here, Sophia, V, Andrew, they're all helping, they're all involved. There are many other people here, Sarah is here, who are students, but who are also researchers, who are people who believe in nature, in justice, in liberation of life, which is the idea and the mission to which Anthropology and Social Change is very committed to. I would also like to thank Chantal, my colleagues Michelle Glowa, and also Targol Mesbach, and of course CIS for providing us this space. Welcome. And finally, I would like to introduce